Brand new exclusive NewsNation Decision Desk HQ polling finds Americans are not thrilled about the possibility of a Biden-Trump Part 2. That poll showing 59% of Americans say they would not be enthusiastic about a rematch of the 2020 race. Our Tom Dempsey is in Washington, D.C. with more. So, Tom, what are all these double doubters going to do come November?
Hey, good morning, Markie. From the White House, where this morning brand new polling from NewsNation and Decision Desk HQ not only brings bad news for President Joe Biden, but it also gives us a glimpse into how voters are feeling about a possible rematch between President Biden and former President Trump, as well as how voters feel about the general direction of the country. So take a look at some of these numbers. In a poll of 1,000 registered voters, NewsNation and Decision Desk HQ found that 57% of the people disapprove of the job from President Joe Biden. Back in late November, during the last round of polling, the president saw almost the same number. And when asked about the state of the country, 2/3 of the registered voters said they believe the United States to be on the wrong track. So again, this brand new polling in this morning from NewsNation and Decision Desk HQ, not only bringing bad news for President Joe Biden, but showing a lot of uncertainty out there, Markie, as we, get set for this 2024 election cycle to really heat up even more.
Yeah, and Tom, when you talk about uncertainty, just, looking ahead to this year, what is the biggest issue on voters' minds? We keep hammering on the economy. Is it still their finances that they're most worried about?
Yeah, you said it right there. A lot of people still feeling the impact clearly of the economy and inflation. And this polling really backs up that claim because in this poll of 1,000 registered voters, the economy really stood out as what's on the top of people's minds. It found that, again, 47% of registered voters who responded, almost half, said their personal finances were worse off than the same time last year. The economy and inflation, again, both figure to be two of the top issues for this election. But this went beyond just presidential politics and the presidential race. It also showed a lot of uncertainty and frustration, if you will, with Congress here in D.C. because it found 78%, more than 3/4 of the people who responded to this polling, lacked confidence that Congress can work together in a bipartisan way. And then also bringing it back to the presidential race, Markie, it found that the top priority for voters out there is to find someone who can work across the aisle and pass legislation, working together with the opposite party to pass legislation, Markie.
Yeah, and all hands on deck, somebody that works in tandem. It makes you curious to know if the White House is now second-guessing their decision to call it Bidenomics and tie his name to the economy in a year where so many are uncertain. Tom Dempsey, thanks so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.